And we're back. Nice moody spring day out here. A little colder up at this elevation. Still wearing my shorts for the season, but probably could have gone with pants today. Yay. But yeah, wanted to share my experiences. I've had e-bikes in the garage for, I don't know, it's been, what, a year now maybe? And I just kind of wanted to share my experience of Analogue versus e-bikes. And yeah, just how I choose to relate to these tools personally. I think the number one thing for me is just having a child now. My life has changed, priorities change, and like, it's just hard to justify getting out for like a 4-hour, 5-hour ride right now. And that's where the e-bike has been real killer for me, is just compressing more exotic rides into shorter periods of time. Like this ride, for instance, is a bit of a drive for me. Told myself I wouldn't talk too much today because I just kind of in the mood to enjoy the trail. Yay. So yeah, I mean, the ability to do a ride that would take 3 hours plus a solid road commute and just compress that into a much tighter window is a huge asset right now. And then it definitely lowers the hesitation to do a ride that's like much more involved, like a pedal or like a weird effort, difficult road climb, or something that just kind of doesn't sound appealing. Obviously the motor just makes you want to do weirder missions and lowers the bar to entry, which probably changes the whole sport a bit. This feels especially true today. Don't want to just be out for the entire day, but want to squeeze a ride in. So, however, definitely like some slight compromises on the e-bike side, depending on your ride style. I'm a very kind of throw the bike around, jibby kind of rider, and the e-bike definitely can feel quite piggish to me, just in general. Like this pivot is one of the lighter, like full power options up there, and that's why I like the tight little chainstay. Keep things as nimble as possible to offset that weight that you're lugging around. A lot of riders seem to not care or notice that, just because I think they have a more planted style, but I tend to like manipulating the bike a lot. Yay! And for that reason, just really, yeah, makes me really love my Analogue bike still. Yay! Really cool traverse section right there. Ooh, more substantial drop. This bike feels so soft and pillowy with that weight and the shredded tire. It just drives so effortlessly through the terrain here. So, I mean, sometimes you can just sit back and enjoy that plow factor, but yeah, and some trails, like I mentioned when I rode the Horn, some trails that are super pumpy, that weight just like that's a weird hole, bears down on you a bit and gives you some good old arm pump. Another token as far as like what I really like about Analogue bikes, number one thing is just the agility and being able to slash your bike around and pump for doubles so much more easily. Just the weight makes a pretty substantial difference. And then you get I think you get a stronger sense of like endorphins after a hard pedal, that you just don't get that same like mind clearing effect on the e-bike. Yeah, the suspension feels so soft through here with the weight just driving into it. So the weight today actually feels like an asset on this trail with all these wheel-eating holes. just feel like the weight is just punching through stuff. But I'm breathing pretty hard. I don't think I'd be breathing that hard in the Analogue bike. Another thing is just being able to do like really fun down days, like when your legs are all beat up and you're tired from your Analogue bike, you can still just like head out on the e-bike, do a chill mission or like a super involved aggressive mission, and you're just not beating up your legs in the same way. Man, that shredder is so fun today. Certain soils just really allow that shredder to shine, and this is definitely one of those trail conditions. Yee. So yeah, I've really enjoyed like just being able to have the e-bike to just move the legs in a gentle way on the off days and just kind of do both. Yee. Sometimes you like get sucked one direction or another for a while, and that's cool. I've definitely had like long e-bike stretches, and now with having a new Analogue bike, I'm just like super stoked on that. Springtime conditions. I suppose that's another thing. If you're riding in inclement weather, the e-bike is just way easier to get along with emotionally. Just wanting, pulling you to get out and ride your bike. It's just the barrier to entry gets smaller. You can wear a full-size rain jacket. My God, this is so good right now. I think I'm just gonna ride for a second and enjoy the trail. It's a steep one. Quick thought, the Mavens are so good for the e-bikes. This trail is like absurdly steep. I have an extra 20 pounds because I have an e-bike, and it's just like not really an issue at all. It's able to make full use of that shredder front tire. Slapped into that corner, got a little zesty over the front wheel. Hey. Yo. Hey, good. How's this all looking? Yo. Oh, that's all good. Oh, good thing I didn't go for it. Piper? Yeah. Funny scene to roll up on today. I think I will be faster than this guy. This is, oh, yep, that's not looking good. Well, it doesn't look like they did too much damage for coming down a bike trail, so that's good. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to pass these moto guys. Yay! Oh yeah, that's a big drop off to just send on your moto rig. Yay! Rider back. Rider back. Yay! Motos just can't even hold a finger to the e-bike going downhill. Oh, hey yo. Oh, they're gonna have fun with this section. I might just skip this feature today. It's a little too blind to come into that sometimes. Yee! Woo! Man, shredders on steep and loose terrain are just so absurd. Oh my gosh. Oh, this bike is driving super hard right now. E-bike is definitely a decent fit for this particular trail. Not all trails, but this one's pretty smooth and loamy. Eee. I won't be able to say the name of this trail or the location, and make sure nobody else posts it in the comments. yeah, so they're all kind of tools. I do worry about like analog bike investment. Like, can you throw a bunch of money at an analog bike right now if all your friends are gonna be riding e-bikes in the next couple years? You know, a lot of people have moved over to e-bikes, and it just makes the sport kind of awkward right now, which is tough. As ideally everybody be on the same page, but you got the e-bike crowd, you know, people who are purists, which I respect. I think that's cool. I guess it's just one of those times you got to ask, like, what are you hoping to achieve through the sport, right? And which tool serves you best? Like, if you're not interested in, you know, cardio uphill, then I can totally understand why e-bike would draw you, but they're still a bit heavier and, you know, just a different feeling on trail than a little zippy analog bike. Like, riding my analog bike on my favorite trails is still such a treat compared to, like, this is one of the better e-bikes out there for my taste. And still, just my analog bikes are so much more fun to just rip down really steep terrain with. Like, this one feels like a great match for this trail today, but I'd still be just like throwing around my little bike so much harder. Yay! It's cool how e-bikes press into their suspension more, though. If you haven't tried it, it's a totally different feeling. Suspension phenomena, just like having that extra weight. And I think especially like lightweight riders, which I am not, lightweight riders are really blown away by how good the suspension works when you have that extra weight. Yee! And it's also sweet being able to just throw on the most insane downhill casing tires on an e-bike and not have to worry about the efficiency consequences of it, at least in a climbing context. Still can slow you down on flatter terrain, but yeah, you just have this extra wattage to be a little reckless with your tire setup. Hey! I can't believe how powerful these Mavens were on this trail today. Trail gets flatter down here, but I feel like I was just coming into terrain real hot, and between the Shredda and the Mavens, I could shut things down, which made me drive harder, because once you have the confidence that, oh, I can shut things down, then you can open it up, ironically. So Mavens or whatever brake is just as strong. Definitely an insane option for the e-bike genre of riding. Like that same descent, I would smoke out like Shimano XTs on certain days with like a 203 rotor. So the fact that I can have 20 extra pounds, it's like pretty impressive. Yee. Yeah, hopefully that gives you some things to think about if you're considering an e-bike. You know, let me know what you guys think about e-bike versus analog, and do you ride both? How do you think about like budgeting for either bike? Like, I think e-bikes are kind of tough too, because the technology is just so rapid that you just can't expect your bike to hold on to any value. And then of course you throw a battery into something, and in this market, you know, it's just, you got to be ready to kind of light your money on fire. Or it's not lighting it on fire, but just not expect your bike to hold any equity, which I guess you should never do. But yeah, that's all I got for today. Some thoughts. Yeah, make sure to not post anything about what trail this is, where it is, but just wanted to bring you guys along for a ride and share my thoughts.